Protesters have taken to the streets of Lebanon for a seventh day of anti-government marches. The demonstrations began in protest of plans to tax WhatsApp voice calls, but they've grown into wider discontent about the failing economy, corruption and poor public services, as Rich Preston reports.
They're calling for change, for economic reform, for revolution. Thousands have taken to the streets yet again. They want to bring down those they hold responsible for corruption and poverty. On Wednesday, streets filled in Beirut and elsewhere in the country. Banks have been closed since last Friday and will remain closed throughout Thursday. These protests are largely peaceful, driven by young people. The army says it's refraining from using force. There have been some scuffles, though no reports of any serious injuries. On Monday, Prime Minister Saad Hariri unveiled economic reforms, promising to cut politicians' pay and reduce public debt. But protesters say the moves don't go far enough.
Everything the political class is doing now is clearly to buy time. The reform list that the government presented is clearly a lie. Today, the demand is for the government to fall.
Lebanon is a country divided along sectarian lines: Shia Muslim, Sunni Muslim and Maronite Christian. But these protests have brought people together. The country's most senior Christian cleric, Bushara Boutros Rai, called on the government to listen to the people.
We call on the President of the Republic to immediately begin consultations with the political leadership and the heads of the sects to take the necessary decisions regarding the people's demands.
Lebanon is seen as a stable country in an otherwise turbulent Middle East. While protesters here demand revolution, governments elsewhere will hope any changes ahead will be smooth. Rich Preston, BBC News.